Well, hello everyone. We are in Ez, which is in Nice, France, and we are on one of our travel agent familiarization trips, and we want to tell you all about it. And if you have questions about the travel agent program, we want you to do that too. So come on down, guys. Keep going. That's all right. Not you, Christian. They're fine.
Yeah.
So Joel,
Yeah.
tell me, what do you think the best part about this trip so far has been?
Oh, the best part for us is that I've been here maybe 20 years ago, 23 years ago, and we've been here together in some of the ports. But now we get to take our son,
I
so
know.
we get to revisit some of these ports. And life has changed in a couple decades. Things
Yeah.
have changed, and it's
Yeah.
nice to come and revisit. But historically speaking, Europe, the Mediterranean, it's amazing spot. There's so much culture. There's so much to do. There's so many museums and artifacts, and like I just like medieval castles too. So you throw a
This is
medieval
a
castle on the hill.
thousand-year-old castle
Yeah.
here. If you pan around, you're going to see all the way down to the bottom.
That's okay.
This is winter
No,
in
it's
the
okay.
Med, and winter in the Med means that it's not as crowded. There's a couple people coming back and forth, but
Yeah.
believe me, if this was summer, there would be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people here.
Yeah.
So we really recommend this winter in the Med. The reason we're doing winter in the Med is because of the fact that the ship was supposed to be in the Middle East.
It's
Actually,
supposed
it
to
was
be in the
supposed to be
Middle
in
East.
Israel,
Yeah, and it was
but
repositioned.
they were having some awful things going on there. So it was last minute. So they invited travel agents to get familiarized with the ship while it was back in winter in the Med. And because we have two big groups coming on this particular ship, this is a power yacht, 300 all suite yacht. I feel like we have an apartment on board, and it's been, come on down.
Yep.
This is a very interactive video information. Thank you for being so
Thanks.
polite, but please.
Yeah.
But because we were doing this familiarization trip, because we have two groups coming on, one's going to Greece and one's going to
We're going to Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Yeah, in July
Yeah,
2025.
July 2025.
Yeah.
The one in Greece is phenomenal, and the reason it is not just because you're going to Greece, which is Santorini and Mykonos and all the great hot spots, but also because this particular cruise line does all these special little events, and this particular one has a night dinner, white tablecloth dinner, in the middle of uh, the Celsius Library in Ephesus at night when you go on that Greece trip. So that is something you do not want to miss. If you ever want to go to Greece, this is the way to do it. It's a small 300 passenger power yacht. You get all the amenities you could possibly imagine. It's luxurious, but it's not stuffy, right? Like,
No, it's not stuffy. And when you say 300 passengers, there's over 200 crew.
yeah.
So the ratio is really high. And I mean, just if the ship wasn't full, it'd almost be 1-to-1 ratio with the crew members versus.
Right, and the ship is not full on this one. It's actually a 1-to-1 ratio for
Yeah,
the ship to.
amazing.
Yeah, it is really amazing.
It's very attentive service. They know your name after the first day, and they know where your cabin is, and they take care of you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I would say the biggest difference between this and a big ship is that there's no lines whatsoever. That's
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're ever going to get lost. And there's still music on board. There's entertainment. Tonight they're bringing on some local entertainment, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be super fun. So they play the violin and the bass and some French music. So the travel agent program, one of the things that we were talking about today, because of course we're on board with a bunch of travel agents, so we're talking shop. This is an amazing industry to be in. Of course, you do get discounts for travel. That's great. But obviously, to be in this industry and want to make it part of your business, you want to be able to get to know your product so you can help your friends travel and get your loved ones, friends, family traveling. And one of the things that I think has come to our attention is we need to do an in live travel agent training, because you have
live in person.
Yeah, for those of you that don't want to just do things online, right?
Mhm.
Because you're always online.
Yeah, I'm in IT, and I'm used to taking classes online. And we built our travel agent training, and it's award winning. We have the social media training for travel agents. We've got the AI training for travel agents. We've got conferences and webinars that have been recorded and sitting there ready for you to consume at your own pace. And it's at your own pace. But that's a plus for me, but not for everybody. Not everybody learns that way.
Yeah.
And some people watch 1 or 2 videos and they're just
I'm
they
just
get
so
numbed out
videoed out.
and
Like,
don't
I'm
absorb the
zoomed
information.
out.
Yeah, zoomed out. Exactly.
So
So
I
we're
like things
thinking
in
of
person.
doing the same program, but live in person on a cruise.
Yeah.
So we have already an extended weekend where the TMR, the Travel Market Report,
and that's in September in Marco Island, Florida.
Yeah, so that's going to be in a resort, and so we're going to add our travel agent training there. But we're also going to do something new, and that's put it on a cruise ship and make it a short 3-day or 4-day cruise. We haven't got the details yet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. That's
okay.
really something that
Yeah, it's okay.
has been launched for me. Like this whole, experience of being with other agents and hobnobbing and chatting. Hi, have a great day. Bonjour. So having a, we're having like a lot of epiphany moments, and that's one of the things that we decided we wanted to do is offer an in-person
No problem.
live travel agent training program in Marco Island in Florida in September, and also on a cruise ship, a 3-nighter out of Florida. They're so sweet.
Yes.
So what was your favorite part about Ez? By the way, it is an hour walk hike up to Ez.
Actually, they warned us. So we took the train, right? This is beautiful. You can take the train from Nice, right? Take the train, it's 2 or 3 stops over, and you get off at the bottom of the town of Ez, but it's not up the town of Ez. So there's a walking path, and they say it's an hour and a half. We did see a younger couple. They walked. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on. Yeah.
Come on down.
And they walked up. They look really fit and young, and they did the walking path in about an hour.
Yeah.
Their secret
but
was.
They were like hiking. Like they had hiking gear. They had, everything was really.
And they had beer in their backpack. So they were ready, ready for the hike. So we promised next time we'll be ready for the hike.
Yeah.
We'll train. And we always say train to come to Europe anyway, because there's a lot of steps. The stone steps.
Yeah, this is 900 years old. It's very easy it's not all even terrain.
Right.
Take a little.
But there's always a lot of walking
here, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's always a lot of walking and a lot of steps when you come to Europe. So always train for Europe. But if you're going to do the walking path from the train station of Ez to the village of Ez at the top, it's a 90-minute hike, steep hike, super steep. Up the mountainside.
Alternatively,
you can take an Uber.
You can take an Uber.
Well, a few years back, before there was Ubers here, we did wait for the infamous train 83. Sorry, the bus 83.
Come on down.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
It's okay.
So we had taken the train
to the bus stop.
Yeah, to the bus stop, and we waited for bus 83.
Bus 83.
You can do it that way too, but that bus has never come for me.
Well, it's infamous for being late, and it only runs every 90 minutes on when it's on time. So you really kill a lot of your day waiting for that bus. And so this time around, sum it up, we thought, well, it's called Uber. And
call Uber. So this is how we got to Ez for like the fraction of a price of a tour. And I love tours, by the way, because you get tour guides and you get so much more information. But today we weren't able to do a tour because we had to be back early. So we left Nice and we walked to the train station. And from the train station, we took the train to Ez.
Yep.
And then we took, what did we do from Ez? From the train
station? From Ez, well, then we called the Uber.
Oh, okay, it was right there. Yeah. Then we called the Uber.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, you could have walked up from that train station, but no, don't do that unless you have the hiking boots and an hour to kill, because that seemed like it'd be incredibly steep. An hour and a half. Yeah. But this was an amazing experience. We had we had food right up at the top of Ez in this 900-year-old castle. Boeuf bourguignon.
Boeuf bourguignon and steak tartare.
Steak tartare. Oh, and so Joel, because he speaks French, people don't know this. My husband's first language is French.
Yes, from Eastern Canada. That's right.
So I would love you just to invite them to our travel agent training program in French.
Oh, en français. OK. J'adore les Français, j'adore les Canadiens. Bien sûr, il faut absolument voyager le plus possible parce que les hivers sont tellement longs et froids. Alors, on vous invite à venir avec Travel Fun, faire vos voyages, mais vous pouvez faire le cours d'agent de voyage avec nous. Et comme ça, vous avez une entreprise à vous-même pour faire de l'argent de chez vous.
Okay.
C'est en ligne.
Okay.
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 Venez.
Oui. All right. I'm Shelby. You're fabulous. We'll see you on board.